Hello, beautiful universe, and welcome to the page of the awakening, the truth. And remember, on this page, no negativity. Please don't wait till I start this page, to want to say something negative. But you know what? As I say always, I expect that one or two individual that's full of evil to speak out. But for the most part, this is for the leaders around the world. This is for the people that's still trying to figure it out. The people that's wondering. The people that just want to talk open-heartedly without being shamed, okay? Shy or embarrassed. Hi. We are going to chat on this page. That's why I created this page, okay? I try to put up real life content. I don't want to be a part of a trend. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be nothing that I'm not. I just want to be myself, genuine, like it was when we was coming up. I'm trying to get back to that place, and I think we can bring it back to that place where we can get rid of all this fake stuff and just be real. Because I think that's what they tried to trick us to become, but we are woken today. That's why I created this page, Awakening. We are so awoken today to where we don't want to be that. We don't want to be fake. We don't want to be too much. We just want to be real. We just want to be like our grandparents were. So today's topic is being frustrated with your child. I'm going to tell you something. To each to own. But there is no such thing to me as gentle parent, and there is no such thing as hard parenting. I think being a parent comes as to you as to the hour, to the second, and to the minute of the day. You never know what the day gonna bring you with your child. 9 out of 10, most of our children catch us off guard. And that's why the response be so hard. It's because we caught off guard. Like the scare of them screaming, as you might hear my son in the background. Just whatever the case may be. Them running and playing or them making a mess. But what I come to realize is that as a parent, I'm going to be so open with you. Sometimes our kids can do stuff, and when we start disciplining them, it's like it's a feeling that come to us that say discipline them harder or discipline them more, whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. You got to understand that is a spirit. Like I told you, there is 1,000,001 spirits here. I believe that there are so many spirits here, we just can't see them and can't physically hear them out loud. I do believe they whisper, try to whisper, but with that being said, we all share the same space but different dimensions. So I don't put nothing past nothing. But I do believe that there's a spirit of punishment to a child. And when we start disciplining our children, I think that spirit come among each and every one of us as a parent. And as being a parent, sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, as being a parent, you have to fight that spirit. When you go to discipline your child, you got to know that it's not to be for long. When you go to discipline your child, you got to know I'm not here to damage my child. When you go to discipline your child cannot get on your nerves at that moment. When you go to discipline your child, you cannot discipline your child just so full of anger and madness. When you discipline that child, you just cannot listen to that spirit that's telling you just keep going, because you don't really know by you listening to that spirit and keep going. Now you're hurting your child because you don't see it or feel it at the moment. You're just moving off a spirit reaction. And I just thought I might say that out loud. I just think it's a spirit. So keep that in mind when you come to discipline your child, because I just don't feel like there's no such thing as to not discipline your child, because I do feel like how will your child learn, but I do believe just don't go too far. Just don't go too far. And when you feel that when disciplining your child, someone tell you keep popping them, keep hitting them, or keep whatever it is, go harder. Don't do that. Fight that spirit and just stop. You just stop. Enough is enough. Because trust me and believe, once your child feel your frequency, your vibration, they already scared of you at the moment anyway. So with that being said, I just thought I might talk about that. There's an evil spirit that come among us parents when we discipline our children. And most of us look at certain people like, how could you do that to your child? Or how could you discipline your child like that? Or how could you? But guess what? That spirit got the best of them. I'm telling you. Because deep down inside, even with the ones who do crazy stuff to their kids, it was the spirit just off top. It was that spirit, that evil spirit, and I rebuke it. I bless each and every parent in the world to be able to grab a hold of themselves and be able to stop, when it comes to disciplining your child. Just not too hard, just don't. And even when your child, you may say, getting on your nerves, or you might be doing something and your children's just irritating you. Let me tell you something. You stop and you reset as a parent. You stop and you reset. Instead of sitting there allowing the feeling of madness or irritation build up, you look at them and you just start smiling. Look at them and just say, okay. Instead of letting them make you mad, you start smiling. You make yourself get happy. And I guarantee you that'll help you out a lot better to get through a lot of situations. Because what I've learned is when you allow yourself to sit there as being a parent and let irritation or frustration build up, it just don't feel good and it just don't come out good on both ends. Because sometimes some parents, we can discipline our children and feel so horrible afterwards. But when you at that time, that was that spirit, and now you feel bad afterwards. So you kind of can see what I'm saying? Just being realistic. No one's perfect here. But I feel like it's still levels of studying and learning new things that we should talk and educate each other about out loud. Just like they started finding new species, I still think that there's still just common sense law, things that we need to learn as humans just to grow, that we need to worry about, as well as learning new species, but on how to become a better person too. But like I said before I end this, it's that we was taught that we tell our business. We was taught that, you just don't say this out loud. Don't say this out loud. Because we come from, as a black community, we come from, where we couldn't tell our stories or where we couldn't, just got a chance to talk out loud. We just couldn't. And I think that it got so much programmed into our culture to where that just some of my grandparents, just everybody taught us. And we got in trouble, if we talked too much or if we wanted to, even if we thought by us telling, we didn't know we was using scenarios of our business. We was trying to teach or inspire, but we got in trouble, even if we was to teach or inspire by telling. But I'm rearranging it, that's why I'm talking today, for my culture, because it's the only way I feel like my culture is going to get stronger if we stop with this being so secretive, so privacy, so being, why you talking or telling, like, come on now. Certain stuff you don't put your business into and you don't say out loud, but when it come to you, your life experiences, you openly, freely to speak about them. And to me, that is strength at its best. Why? It's because you went through the worst and you don't mind sharing with the world what you went through, how it hit you, and what you did to come up out of it, and where you at today. So I just thought I might say that. And that's being a leader at its best. How can you be a leader if you ain't went through nothing? You can't be peaches, ice cream, peanut butter all the time. Got to go through that roughness so that you can show that you can lead when times get hard. But I just thought I might say that, frustration with our children. That was today's topic. Instead of letting them get you so mad, just stop, reset. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of spirits here. And how you get in trouble. It's a lot of spirits here. Well, I'm out, and I'll be back with more. Please leave comments, too. Talk to me.